Yo guys, I'm live. So I have this free data plan and basically I can go live from anywhere. So I just wanted to go live and see what happens. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna hold this. Hold up. I think I can do this. Check this out. Check this out. Or better yet, how about this? How about this? That's what we're talking about. Live from the Honda Civic, baby. As you know it. Okay, so if this fails completely, meaning that if nobody joins the live, I'm gonna just stop and this live is gonna be privated. But if we get some people asking stuff, then I'll continue streaming. What's happening? Okay, so I guess I'm waiting for a friend. Okay, and I'm not at my desk. And I also have free data on my phone, so I said, you know what, screw this, we're going live. Okay, so I saw some comments there. How do I get them? Hold on. Why did they disappear off my screen? Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Why can't I scroll through them? Okay, I'll just go through one more. Did you find the markets volatile today? Yes, but they were not too volatile. They were not untradeable. Actually, the volatility was just perfect. Hey, what's going on? Ikiri, what's going on, broke boy? How long did it take you to become profitable? I'm still not there. Some days I feel close. Other days I feel far away from it. But every day we learn something new. That's what counts. Thanks, bro. It's a Honda Civic. It's the most expensive Lambo they have. It's called a Civic 2003, bro. 2004. So yeah, I'm a broke ass motherfucker, in case you guys don't know. Only semi. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. What the hell am I saying? I'm privileged. I'm so privileged to be able to do a live stream and talk with people that actually are gonna click on the video and watch it. What's your favorite education resource? Just look at the markets. That should be your number one teacher. But if you want a good education, you should talk with traders who have been trading for a long time, who make money more than they lose. Also, you can talk with traders who have just traded a lot, whether they're profitable or not. They'll give you a lot of information about how psychologically impactful trading is and how you're pretty much going to lose your marbles. Do you still use Jigsaw software? I do and I don't. I'll be honest with you, I switched to Sierra chart. I can still use Jigsaw, but like I don't see the need for it, because where I'm at in my trading right now is I'm trying to make my screen as simple as possible, and the only way to achieve that level of customization is with Sierra chart. What car are you driving? It's a Honda Civic, bro. A lot of people say you should not trade full time. What do you think? I do agree. I do agree to some degree. I agree to some degree. Here's what I mean. It's actually kind of a paradox, because in order to get better at trading, you have to trade more. You have to practice. You have to review your recordings and fine tune your strategies and everything, and learn about how your strategies work in markets and how they don't work in some other conditions. So for that regard, in order to get better at trading, you need to trade more. So more is more in that regard. However, when it comes to the psychological impact that trading has on you, then I think that's the problem. So really, when you get to that point, it's really about learning how to balance your lifestyle with your trading, you know. So that's why a lot of guys that you might talk to that will say they trade only the first 2 hours maximum and then they're done. And I'm starting to understand that. Every single day I trade, I learn this more. And today was a perfect day of that, because this morning, for example, I traded pretty well, and then as the session progressed, I just started to give back profits, and then I started to go on tilt. And because I was trading a funded evaluation, guess what? I was even more careless than I ever was in my live account, and I caught myself doing it. And I guess what? I didn't give a shit, because it was a funded evaluation that I didn't pay a cent for on top of that, because those motherfuckers gave it to me for free to do a video for them. Yeah, so that's me, no filter. So in case, you know, it's so weird when people pull up next to you and they just stare at you. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I don't remember. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so it's happening. Lots of people say you should not trade full time. Have you watched Wall Street Warriors? I think I watched it. It's kind of a gimmicky thing. They say you should always have other streams of income. It takes stress away. Absolutely, I agree with you, Otto, 100%. What was your starting capital for trading? Did you build the capital from doing work? To be honest, when I started trading with way too much money. In my first year trading, I think that was 2008, I lost at least $15,000. That was the loss that I realized at the end of the year on my tax return, and I realized it as a business loss. But basically in that first year of trading, I was a total degenerate. You know, it was a lot of buying and holding options type of thing, and it was like pretty like gambling type of trading activity. So yeah. But these days I'll trade a small account, $500, not more than that. You don't need more than a $500 account to start building your consistency in trading futures. For options, maybe you need a little more, at least a couple of grand. Let's see what Captain's talking about. Price psychology. Gotta know when to hold them and you gotta know when to fold them. It's a learning experience. Should I jerk off to get my hit of dopamine? Sure, if it works for you. Humans versus machines. Do you have an LLC company for your trading? No. So I'm in Canada. We don't have LLCs. Did I say 2008? I meant 2018. And thanks. That's a compliment, dude. You said I look 23. Thanks. I'm only 5 years older than that. 4 years older than that. Sorry, I'm bad at math. We don't have LLCs in Canada. How long did it take for you to become profitable? I told you I'm not there yet. How do you live off of $500? I don't know what you're talking. What do you mean by that? How do you live? I'm talking about a trading account, a small trading account, so you can build your consistency. And then once you know that what you're doing is scalable, you can start to scale up your strategy a little more. And start trading those minis, you know. But you need to have that confidence in your execution in order to really be able to size up on that. And yeah. Which broker or clearing company would you recommend? I've used AMP Futures for quite some time, but lately I've been exploring other options. You can check out Ironbeam. That's one that I've been checking out lately. And they have really low day trade margins. They have also low commissions, and they treat their customers on an individual basis when it comes to futures trading. They're a futures clearing broker. Futures Commission Merchant, FCM. What's your favorite strategy? That's a good question. I don't know. It depends on what time frame you're talking here. But I prefer strategies that have lower risk. And yeah. I would say I prefer the pullback strategy. I'm better at trading pullbacks than trading momentum. Sorry, I was looking at my friggin' beauty mark there. Guys, I'm just doing a car stream because honestly, this one guy I know, he wants me to stay in front of his house for an hour. I have no idea because he's kind of paranoid to leave his house. So he left his house, and I'm watching his house for him. And so I'm sitting in my car in front of his place. I'm not, so yeah, and I have free data, so I said, fuck it, let's do a stream. So guys, like the stream, even though this is a total half-ass stream. Where did you get most of your knowledge in regards to what? Trading? By talking with traders, by pirating trading courses, that's one, and by actually trading real money, by actually losing real money, by actually making real money in the market, feeling all the emotions that you're supposed to feel when you're trading, that you will not feel when you're trading a combine, and that you will not feel when you're trading a fucking demo account. Trading is the toughest business. I agree, sir. And is there any books you recommend? Yeah. The Disciplined Trader by Mark Douglas. But I'll be honest with you, a lot of the stuff in there you might not be able to relate to if you haven't been trading for a long enough time. And because a lot of people, when they look about trading books, they first go to the book Trading in the Zone. That's a retail trader book. But you should check out the Disciplined Trader. That one's really some pretty hard-hitting stuff. How do you network with traders? Well, I have a YouTube channel, so that helps a lot, I gotta say. What does this do? Oh, I can put like a filter on it. Oh. All right, let's get rid of that. Hold on a sec, guys. I lost the freaking... Okay, here we go. You can on Twitter, you can network with traders as well. But YouTube's good, definitely. And, you know, join communities and talk with other traders. So Fat Cat, you should check him out on YouTube. He has a free trading room that you can join and you can ask questions. There's some traders in there that are experienced, other traders that are not. But yeah, you could join that. It's a free trading room. I'm often in there kind of typing away some days. Jonathan, you're the third person to ask that question. How long till you became profitable? And I answer it the same way every time. I have not gotten there yet. I'm really close some days. Actually, some days I feel close, some days I feel far. But overall, that's where I'm at. What are your other streams of income? YouTube. And, well, I mean, I've done a lot of stuff, actually. I mean, I used to be a full-time musician. I still kind of, I mean, I don't make full-time income from music anymore because this YouTube thing took over. But I mean, I've done a lot of things, from doing full-time music gigs to actually tuning pianos. I know how to tune pianos. To, well, street performing. I street performed for 5 years and making pretty decent money when we had a lot of American tourists here. So I've done a lot of like variable income type of jobs since I was very young. So I kind of understand that aspect of things. That's why I'm pretty good at trading my own money. How do you find stocks to trade? From Ninja, I don't know one. You don't know any traders in New York City? That's interesting. How do you find stocks to trade? Well, trade things that are kind of like pumping in the news and stuff, like stuff that's like in the news, you know. Trade that stuff. Trade stocks that are doing a lot of volume. Don't be getting messed up with stocks that are not doing volume. Basically, don't trade any markets that are not doing volume. Okay, as much as like, okay, I'm not nothing. You should not listen to anything I tell you. However, this is just like the way I would approach it after like trading for a while. Stop trading things that are not trading volume. And stop trading when there's no volume, basically. Because in those situations, you don't know whose money you're taking. And you're the one going to get screwed, basically. Like I did today, trading those 11 a.m. slow, choppy markets, fucking annoying. Need to learn how to fly a jet. Yeah, we're going to play Battlefield later tonight. Day trade or long-term call trade? Honestly, that's two different things. And do you know that options are similar to lottery tickets? So you'd actually be... both are a gamble. How long have you been trading for? Since 2018, the second and third quarter. What do you think about premium selling? Yes, totally viable strategy. As long as you know what your risk is and you don't do that thing where you're constantly averaging down a trade. I'm not a fan of that. Oh my God, you guys should go watch the video. Okay, I'm sure some of you guys watching this, you know who Al Brooks is. Al Brooks is a trader who is known for talking about candlestick technical analysis type of trading, price action trading. Go watch the video he put out. Okay, I was laughing the whole time. I'm sorry. But like, he titled the video something like, how to average down a losing trade, or how to not take a loss. You guys should go watch it. It's really hilarious. Okay, anyways. I think most traders live in Chicago. It's 300% inflation coming if Feds don't taper. There's a lot of crap going on in the world, guys, right now. If you're in a good situation right now, if you're in a good place, if you're healthy, if you're happy, if you're balanced, you should praise the Lord. You have to be happy, because there's a lot of people right now that are in shitty situations. It's really bad. There's a lot of problems going on, a lot of crap going on. You have to be grateful. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Captain Price, you're writing some pretty hard-hitting stuff here. Go to strats in the current market. I told you my favorite is the pullback strategy. Do you use ES as reference to make entries to NQ? Yes, actually, because they're correlated markets. You have to watch them both at the same time. I only learned that last week, I'll be honest with you. But I've traded NQ. I've traded NASDAQ for over 2 years, probably, straight. And I haven't been watching it next to the S&Ps for those whole 2 years. Imagine that. So imagine, it just goes to show you that you could be doing the same thing for so long wrong and not know it in trading, right? Watch the NASDAQ next to the S&P when they're correlated, though. If they're not correlating, then it doesn't may really matter. But if they are, they're supposed to be correlating, because they're the same top end companies, right? Do you trade micro futures? Yes. I trade the micro NASDAQ, micro S&Ps. I prefer the micro NASDAQ. That's kind of my go-to. I only trade the S&Ps if NASDAQ is way too volatile. I'm kind of healthy. Yeah, I praise it. Praise the sun gods. I praise the trading lord. There you go. Praise the sun, like Dark Souls 3. I'm straight to the point. Praise the trading gods. Yeah. What time frame is good for day trading? I don't know what you mean. So when you're looking at the trading of a market, there's no actual time frame to that. It's actually just like, I call it the time frame. It's called right now. Whatever trading is happening right now, you're trading the real time. That's the time frame. Now you can use like charts that are based on time frames to do your analysis, but that's still not really informing you about what the market's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So when you're referring to time frames, the time frame for scalping is the time frame of right now, immediately right now. Like, what's the last traded price, what's the last 10 traded volumes, and where did they trade, you know, etc. And how's the price trading, you know, how is the price reacting to trades on the ask, how's the price reacting to trades on the bid, how is the price moving from one place to another. That's the stuff I look at when reading the market. And the market maker needs to be on your side. That's funny. Time frame charts. Market maker was tricky today. Trading lord, we did absolutely nothing. Yeah, it makes sense for a Friday. Freaking options expiry bullshit Fridays, man. Fridays are like really weird, man. Always Fridays are weird in the markets. Are you the son of trading god like Jesus? Yeah, I am. Yeah, might spend 3 days here like this for fun too until they unleash 3.5 trillion stimulus in the USA in this chop. Yep, absolutely, you got it. I just read all the comments. So guys, smash the like button if you're in this stream right now, because I'm in my Honda Civic, and in case you don't know, check out the Small Exchange, because they're the new hippest thing for retail traders. In fact, they were designed only for retail traders. So check them out, smallexchange.com. That's what it's all about. I need to log in 10 more accounts to smash it all times 10. You got it, dude. You got it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some accessories that we've got going on over here. Oh, we've got a blue lighter. Not very useful if you got nothing to light. We've got a mask. Not very useful unless there's a mask mandate where you live. We have some Ray-Bans that look like they're from the 1980s. In fact, they are from the 1980s. They're my dad's from the 1980s. And what else we got here? We also have a green lighter. Cheers. All right, a couple of questions here. Okay, what's happening here? He says, do you use a stop loss? Some say market makers see your stops and gets you out of the game. Okay, they don't see your stops. They don't see your stops. No one can see stops except for your broker. Brokers can see stops. And they will not trade against your trading position unless they have a really good reason to, unless they think that that's a viable trading decision. But in that case, they're actually putting on a trade. They would have to put on a trade to trade against your trade, in which case they're risking their own money. Now, if I was a broker, I don't care what my clients are doing. I'm just getting paid their commissions, right? I want them to trade more. I hope this guy doesn't fucking give me a ticket. So, so that's basically it. So brokers do not care about your stop losses. It just so happens, shit, I'm gonna move 1 second, guys. We got it. We moved. I almost got a ticket because the guy was cleaning the fucking street. All right. Now we got the sun in our face. Okay, back to the questions. He was talking about stop losses. I'm more experienced than you, not being profitable since 2008. Ouch, dude. Tell us more about your story then. How were you trading since 2008? Were you trading the same strategy, or were you going from one strategy to the next, to the next, to the next, and then wondering why you never got any consistency out of that? How much do you pay in trading costs, software and market data, etc.? Let me think. I'll think. So my trading costs are really low for futures trading. It's pretty normal to have low trading costs. But again, you'd have to negotiate with a broker in that regard. Software and market data. So think about it like this. Sierra chart for the full thing is $46 if you get their Denali data feed also. So that's $46, and then you got to pay the exchange data on top of that. So if you trade the Chicago markets, you're paying $30 a month for all the exchanges. So $46 plus 30, you're paying about $70. That's your monthly costs for futures trading. And also journaling. If you have a journaling software, that would be something extra, a journaling tool. But you can also do your own journaling, but some of these journaling tools are really well designed that they kind of do a lot of work for you. Blue light, green light, need red light. Market profile, yay or nay? That's a great question, honestly. Well, I gotta say, I learned a lot from one guy who studied a lot into market profile. However, a lot of the concepts in market profile, I think, are kind of similar to some aspects of basic technical analysis. It's not really like rocket science. It's not like saying market profile is this like crazy holy grail type of thing that you need to learn. A lot of what you're going to learn in market profile is stuff that is kind of the same as technical analysis. It's just kind of a different lens on the market in a way. It's not going to make you profitable. It's just another way of looking at the markets. I use some techniques from market profile. Like I'll look at the M period. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically the trading range in the last 1 hour. If the market makes a new high or a new low within the last hour of trading, that's the M period. And sometimes these areas can get respected in the Globex session. So that's a market profile technique that I think is relevant for understanding market context. But again, I don't know shit, so. What do you think about option interest walls? That's interesting. You know, I've kind of looked into this a little bit. I've seen it happen as well. I don't know about them being walls, to be honest. Walls, like you mean like those things act as the areas like the kind of like the battle zone, the areas where the market makers have to hedge themselves. Maybe that makes sense. But I've certainly seen these types of things, especially coming close to options expiry, with options with high open interest get tested, especially on a Friday close. I've seen this, like a gamma squeeze, that's what they call it, right? I've seen that kind of trading happen. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got too much AC. Sorry, dude, sorry. I turned it off. AC blowing on the mic. One second. You got too much. Okay, are you scaling your trading or do you keep it small? Honestly, I've tried to scale my trading a little bit and I always failed every single time. So I'm still trying to keep it small. You know, you have to keep it relative to your account size. Keep things, just keep it small until what you're doing is scalable, clearly scalable, that you know that, you know, on average, you're going to approach the market and you can tell you have a certain degree of confidence in your execution that you know that there's a high probability you're at least going to make some money today. You know, and that's kind of, I think that's what's required for trading. You know, you need to pretty much know whose money you're taking. You need to know stuff. I know a trader who says that it is the most important tool of a trader, market profile. Again, it depends on how they use it. Maybe something in their analysis is like make it or break it for their entire strategy. So in that regard, yes. Like I told you, I do use some aspects of the market profile. All right, I'm gonna drive back over to the other side because the sun is in my face and it's so freaking bright. 1 second. That's the steering thing in my car. It needs to be fixed. There we go. No more sun. All right. Now, if we see a parking police, I'm gonna have to do the same old story again. Okay, let's take this phone off this thing. Let's keep it like this. Yo, what's good in the Honda Civic? All right, not much. Okay, check it out. Let's read these comments. I'm a big fan of using volume candles. Put call walls, yeah. Have you ever had a problem day trader pattern or wash sales? No, I never had a problem with that. I never had a problem with that because in Canada, they don't have the pattern day trader rule. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, and something else I've noticed is that a lot of these brokers, these futures brokers from the US, they support where I live. I live in Quebec. In Quebec, they support futures trading, and it's not illegal. Whereas in some other provinces, they don't have they don't allow opening futures accounts with U.S. brokers. And I think the reason for that, I was just thinking, probably I'm just speculating, but I think it's because the Quebec government considers futures trading as like the lowest form of gambling. But I don't think it's true. Use like 100 volume candles. It's easy to see what's going on. Sure. If that helps you, then sure. Yeah. I like to look at the DOM. I like to look at the volume on the DOM, you know. And that's all. So guys, how was your trading session today? Did any of you trade today? I can tell you about my trading session. It was a total fucking disaster because I overtraded. After 11 a.m. Pretty fucking classic bullshit right there. And I was more careless than normal. Good for you, disciplined. Was it one trade? Or was it a few trades? Quebec, really? Montreal, eh? Yeah, that's where I am, bro. I'm in Montreal. I'm not telling you where I live. Made 400 bucks. Once, one and only usually, unless I'm feeling it. Yeah, I feel you. These fucking noisy trucks. And bought 20 calls for 8 and you sold too early. Well, Anton, let me ask you something. Why did you sell too early? Were you fearful? Was there any information from a previous trade that you might have taken that was impacting your current trading decision? Were you fearful of a potential result that might have happened or something of a previous? Because that is a typical trading pattern that happens. We become fearful, because of previous trades. You become greedy because of previous trades. And yeah, so that's why I asked you, why did you sell it early? You panic sold it early. Here's a quick tip. If you have a trade, as soon as you got in the trade, if you were in a profit, that means you probably got a pretty good price, and you should stay in the trade and get some more information from the market, you know? Like, that's just like a quick way, you know? Like, if you got into a trade and you're already in a profit, well, you probably did something right. You got a good price. Whereas if you got into a trade and you're already down money, you should really consider the fact that you got probably a bad entry and your execution might have been slightly off. And it's really not more complicated than that. It's simply just like use the market's information to your advantage. And the thing is, as humans, we don't want to do this. We want to, you know, we want to be right. You want to look at that thing and you want to just fucking try and fight the market. You want to try and take on the market, right? You buy one, it goes against you. You buy more, it goes against you. You buy more, it goes against you. What the fuck are you trying to do? You're trying to fight against the market, dude. That's not how you're going to make money. Go watch that Al Brooks video, dude. I was dying of laughter. The guy is nuts saying that kind of shit. Anyhow, use the market's information to help you, and just listen to what the market is telling you. If you bought it and it's going in your favor right away, it means you fucking did the right thing. Keep doing it. Just keep doing that. If you bought it and it's going against you right away, you should probably take a step back and say, wait a minute, why the hell my execution is off? I have to watch what's happening here. If you buy it 3 times and it goes against you all 3 times, you should probably consider stopping and reviewing exactly what happened there. And the problem is that none of us do this. You do it, and then you keep trading, right? Because you're careless. Now, especially if you're gonna trade a fucking funded trader evaluation or something like that. I made a video on it, okay? But I'm just saying, you're more likely to be more careless. I'll just say that. What do you think? Are level 2 quotes a must for day trading, or could you pass with level 1? To be honest, it really depends, but this is a really interesting topic, but I would say it is important information. But even if you subscribe to all the liquidity out there, you're not going to see everything. That's the thing. You're not going to see the whole picture. You will not be seeing the whole picture because of dark pools and stuff. Broke boy, that's cool, man. Glad you had a nice week. Win says he broke even. Who have you learned from the most? I'd say I learned the most from E-Mini-OS. He's a smart dude. I heard of Airplane Jane, YouTuber from Montreal. No, I have not. I trade Forex. Cool. Greek creep. So you're saying you've been trading since 2008 and you trade Forex. Okay, I want more information. I told you. The reason I'm asking is because you said you were trading since 2008, not profitable. Okay, that's like 12 years or something. That's a long time, 13 years. And I want to know if you've been trading the same strategy for that long, or have you been switching your strategy every 2 weeks? Because if you've been switching your strategy every 2 weeks, then I know why you're not profitable. If win one trade, lose the next, then you win the next one, you'd have better off just trading once. Totally right, my friend. Totally right. And that's me on a lot of days, I'll be honest with you. I might have, you know, because I trade a lot, you know, I like to take shots when the shots are there. I'll have a good trade, and then I'll have a chop. I'll have a scratch, and then I'll have a good trade, and then I'll chop one trade, you know. And if I'm not disciplined with the scratches, forget it. I'm gonna screw myself really quickly, you know. So you have to be like a machine, man. No joke. Trading requires you to be like almost like a machine. All right. Hey Verla, I've been working on the trade tracking app, which I very lightly hinted to you about some time ago. In short, we're making Excel with APIs and auto updates. Anything you'd need. So is it a trade journaling app? In that case, what exactly is it tracking? You know, is it meant to track, you know, like custom metrics in regards to your trading? Oh my God, they're coming to clean another fucking time. They're coming to clean again, guys. I gotta move the car another time. Beep 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 beep. I ain't getting a ticket today. Bum 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 ba da bum. No ticket for me today, boys. All right. I'm gonna try and not be so sunny here. All right. One sec. Okay. It was selling off pretty hard. I also trade Forex, but I look at bond yields and correlation to the futures market, not TABS. That's funny. Also, you guys in chat, if there is something you'd like to see in a trade tracker or what you hate about others, let me know. I want to make something helpful for y'all. Yeah. Aren't orders regularly pulled from the DOM, making it confusing to trade from it? Well, yes, that's part of the market. Part of the market is orders that are being pulled and added to the market. So it doesn't matter if that's on the DOM or not. That's something you got to watch for. Chrome order, something that is, you know, like a journal, a bit like OneNote, but with a calendar. Yeah, I see what you mean. RJ, I do not know the theory of ICT. What % of your monthly income are you spending on trading? That's a good question. So do you mean like what percentage of money are you investing per month, or how much am I allocating to trading? Because that's two different things. I do believe that if you guys are young, you know, you should be putting away money for long term, and you should be allocating money for more like short term risk activity. And that's kind of how I think of it. So I have one account for long term, no touch, and then I have one account for day trading, you know. So what percentage of your monthly income? It really depends. My monthly income varies a lot. So I've been saving upwards of $600-$700 every month for a few months now. Like that's like putting it away, you know. So that's like pretty decent, I would say. If you could keep that up for like a few years, that's pretty damn good, you know. One day you'll wake up and you can go on vacation. But the thing is, with the times that we're in, ain't gonna be no vacation anytime soon, let me tell you. Pretty soon you won't even be able to fucking leave your house. Unless you move over to Austin, Texas, that is. Huh? Alrighty. Where's the chat? Oh, there it is. Alright, noted. The biggest thing for me is that if I catch an impulse move, I don't take another trade because the consolidation after the impulse move will make me give it all back. I don't necessarily know what you mean, but I kind of understand. Like, there's different types of movements in the market, you know. You can't just like you can't be very subjective about like movements like that, but it depends. Journalix is still the best. Journalix is very good. I like Journalix. Very, very good. What do you say against all the smart books I've read that preach investing and say you'll most likely won't be successful day trading in the long run? They're partially right, because day trading is like the same as like a professional sport or any kind of like high level activity, you know. So there's a lot of things that go into running a profitable trading business, and most people won't be able to stay in it long enough. I mean, most people will run through their account day trading futures in around 3 to 6 weeks. You're blowing your account in that time. Normally that's around the normal time. And I bet you if you called every retail brokerage in Chicago, like the major retail brokerages, and you ask them on average what's the length of a retail trading account, they're going to tell you it's about that. It's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks. So if you can last longer than that, you're considered an outlier. So that should be your goal. If you're a retail futures day trader or day trader in general, your goal should be to last longer than that. And your risk should be, well, I sit around like kind of like the 5% marker per trade, but it depends. 5 to 10 per trade. It's a little high, I gotta say. Not 10, sorry. It's more like 5. Some people say 2%. Maybe that's smarter. No tickets in Montreal, that's quite an achievement. Do you like doing YouTube? I'm thinking of starting. Any advice? Yeah, man. I do like doing YouTube, yeah. It's something I do like, yes. As you can see, I mean, it's fun in some ways. If you just have to like making videos, like making content, like putting thumbnails and all that stuff. But one thing you gotta know, go watch my video. I wrote YouTuber versus trader, the great paradox. Go watch that video. I like that video, actually. What I think is really important about making videos is that you have to make videos that you like, not videos that you think people might like. You have to make videos that you think are helping people, because that's kind of the goal if you're making like videos and stuff. Like my goal with making videos is to help people, to help traders. But you also have to make videos that you like, because if you don't like them, you're not gonna want to make them. So I like my own videos. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I know what you mean. Discipline. Yeah, those types of moves. Yeah, where you get those big one-sided moves. Yeah. What I've noticed about those types of moves is that after a big move like that, where the market just kind of seems like the market is just running in one direction, like you'll get a move up and it's like 20, then 25, 20, then 30, then 35, then 40, then 45, then 50, then 55, and then all of a sudden we're at 55, and now it stops and it's starting to go down. 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. People are trying to buy 50, then 49, then people are trying to buy still, then 48, and 47, and 46, and it keeps going down. So one way up, one way down. I've seen that stuff. Or I've seen similar stuff like this, like you get that one-sided move up, like you're talking about 50 handles or whatever, and then you get a slow kind of choppy fade on the way down, and this is kind of dangerous, you know. That's like really not ideal for pullback. A pullback trade would be something like this. You get a quick move, you get a good movement up, you get some strong buyers hit the tape on the market, you know, you get a decent amount of price acceptance in the new zone, either up or down. On top of that, both markets have done the same thing at the same time. That tells you that the move is likely a strong move. At that point, you want to bid, you know, around one standard deviation away from that, and then look to get filled on a first pullback. That's kind of it, you know. And a lot of times you will not get filled because there won't be a pullback, but that's sort of the strategy. I'm 15 years old and trading with Jigsaw. I wonder what my future will look like. Dude, you're 15? That's too young, dude. Go play outside or something. What the fuck are you doing looking at the NASDAQ? You're 15, dude. When I was 15, I was sitting in my room shredding my guitar non-stop. I was trying to write symphonies when I was like 17. You shouldn't be looking at the NASDAQ when you're 15, dude. What the fuck, man? I'm just joking. Do whatever you want. Do you think getting some online courses can be useful to a day trader? Yeah, it could be useful to gain more knowledge. But again, more knowledge doesn't necessarily mean more profits, because the market doesn't work that way. How are you? Been watching your videos? Great stuff. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate the kind words. Sounds like you don't hold a high opinion of Al Brooks. No, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. I don't mind Al Brooks. But his last video really made me laugh. Like, I'm not here to talk bad or good about anybody. In fact, everybody should be entitled to do whatever they want to do. But that one was just hilarious. Like, he's just like, the market's going straight up and he's selling it more. He's like, how to avoid a loss? The market's going straight up, you sell it. I'm short. Why are you not taking your 6-tick stop loss? I don't know. I'm just going to sell more. It goes 8 ticks against you. Now you're down $300. I'm just going to sell more. Now it goes more against you. Now you're down $500. I'm just going to sell more. And then I'm going to place a break even to get out of the trade for break even, a break even limit order. And then he does it and he gets out break even. Then he's like, he titles the video, How to Avoid a Loss in Trading. Gosh, fuck, man. Anyways, I'm going to turn my car off. I don't know why it's even on. because there are numerous groups of offering courses. Yes, there are lots of courses out there. The majority of them are not going to help you. You're going to try to apply the techniques, and then you're going to realize, oh crap, I realized that this technique works well in this market, but it doesn't work well in this market. Now I need to write that down. And you're going to learn lessons in the market regardless if you take good education or not. For options, IBKR versus Tasty Trade, any opinion? I have not used Tasty Trade. Tasty Works, I think you're referring to. So I don't know. Dave Snyder says he blew up his U-Profit account. That's all right, dude. You know, take it slow. As long, review what happened. How were you feeling in the moment that you were trading? How were you reacting to market information? Review that. Review the decisions that you made and why you chose to make them. Were they planned decisions? Were they not planned decisions? You know, think about the things that could have contributed to you making the decisions that you made in that moment, that contributed to you over leveraging potentially. If it was like a type of, if it was like one trade that blew your account, that's what I mean. Or like 2-3 trades where you just said, fuck it, YOLO, man. YOLO the fucking thing and go, you know? It's so stupid, man. I did that too. I did that today on my stupid funded trader bullshit. I would have never done that if it was my live account, but I was like, fuck this shit, you know? I didn't quite blow it up, but I was like, I'm pretty close, I'll be honest with you. Yes, I know what you mean, one-sided down. But if you see one-sided up and very slow pullback, it will have another leg up generally. Easy to enter on a stop out. Yeah, interesting. That's an interesting way to put it. It's a little bit tricky to think like that. I don't know. Like I find it's very easy to be subjective about markets, but yeah. Okay. Anyways, discipline. I've done that myself. It works well until it doesn't. Then you have a huge press. Yeah, there you go. Who hasn't blown up an account? Yeah. What, haha, a dude made a video about averaging down up a short position to, yeah, huh. I'm just reading the comments. I have been watching YouTubers who are making videos to encourage you trading. So far, I have found you a reliable, honest YouTuber along with Trading Traveler 1. Yeah, cheers, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot of shady people out there, you know. I'm just like trying to be a normal dude, you know. I make like tutorial type of videos and related to interactive brokers. Mostly those were the videos I did that performed the best. And you know, I'm making more of them. That's because that's kind of like the niche of the channel, basically. And that's it, you know. So if you guys have questions about trading, you know, feel free to ask. I can talk about trading. We've been doing this for 47 minutes at this point, and we have been on the data of Fido provider because these motherfuckers are paying the data for the live stream. Now, if I get a bill in the mail that's $300 for a phone bill, I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna say, yo, motherfuckers, this is not legit. So yeah. All right, so now we're gonna go and become Mr. Ray-Ban. I drive a Honda Civic and I wear Ray-Bans from the 1980s. That's what it's all about, I tell you. What's the market doing, guys? What's the market doing right now? Do you guys know? It's a trick question. I don't care what it's doing. Ha ha ha, because it's Friday. Ha 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 ha. Any sign of the bottom of bloodbath? I don't know what you're talking about. SPY closed below the 20-day. Really? So you've seen the sell-off? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I ain't about to look at the markets right now. I don't care what the markets are doing. The point of being a day trader is that you're supposed to sleep easy and you're supposed to chill when you're not trading. Because when you are trading, it's fucking stressful. I don't like it. Like more down next week. Likely more down next week. I've never blown up anything, but I nearly became a CPA and I'm now studying grad fin at help. Paper trading is your friend. Paper trading is your friend until it's not, because you're not going to learn a lot about how your body reacts to trading when you're paper trading. You're not going to feel the bodily reaction of trading, of how your body reacts to the risk that you're taking in the market. You're not going to feel that when you're paper trading, man. You know, every time you click that mouse and enter into a trade, you're taking risk. Your body feels the risk you're taking. There's a reaction that takes place there. You need to learn how to control that reaction. You need to learn how to deal with the effects trading has on your body. And sometimes things are gonna happen that are fucking annoying, that are not part of your plan. Like your internet cutting off and then you get stuck in a fucking trade with no stop loss. That's such bullshit. It's happened to me a number of times. It's so annoying. So that's why I've been trying to, you know, my next Sierra chart's coming out with their direct order routing, and it supports something called the server side bracket order. And basically what that is, it's an extra layer of protection so that if your internet cuts off and you're offline, your stop is still there. So I keep a tight stop, right? So I'm not going to lose, I'm not going to wake up and turn on my platform and I'm down $500 on a fucking one lot. Instead, I'll be stopped out for $100, for example. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna stay on the stream for 10 minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. It's gonna be 1 hour total. I'm gonna answer these last questions and then we're gonna be out of here. So let's see here. Go small, scale up, take a step back. Paper trading is your metrics, or risk, rinse and repeat. Give it a year. Yeah, you're saying some good stuff, man. Something about being in a drawdown, like staring into the abyss. Yeah. How did you get into trading? What did you do before? Have a wired mouse. Why do you say use a wired mouse? Is it because there's less input lag? How did you get into trading? I don't know. I guess I got into investing first in 2018. I started buying some stocks and stuff, and then I thought I was top shit because I was like, you know, in a profit pretty soon because I bought on a nice dip. Hindsight, it was a good decision to make those trades, but I got into trading. I got into options and all that stuff. Started exploring a lot, and then one thing led to another. Started getting into day trading. Started trading the NASDAQ, the SPY, and all that stuff. I've been trading the NASDAQ for over 2 years. Not profitable. I've had some streaks of profitability, but overall I've given the money back to the market. And that's how trading works. It's a tricky one, I must say. I'm in a place now where I'm pretty confident in my execution on most days. On most days, I'm pretty confident in my executions and my scalping trading. But there are days where I just feel like I can't do anything right still, and I'm trying to like get past that to some degree, but it's a little bit tricky. What are your opinions on which of those trading styles is best for day trading, dip buying, momentum trading, and shorting? Listen, man, there should be no difference between going long and going short. It doesn't matter about dip buying, going short, whatever. Maybe for stocks, yes, because stocks, there's different rules for going short because you have to borrow the stock to short it. But when it comes to futures trading, or when it comes to trading in general, going short and going long, fundamentally it's the same thing, but really in practice it's not exactly the same techniques that you apply when going long or going short. It's slightly different because the market conditions are different when the market is downtrending versus when it's uptrending. So it's things you have to like kind of learn over time, man. There's a lot of stuff you can talk about, you know. A lot of stuff you can playbook. You have to playbook this stuff, like those little nuances of like when you're having like what's the difference between a liquidation move and a trending type of market, you know? If you know the difference between that, you have an edge over a trader who doesn't know, you know? So it's different things. Have you ever tried to trade agricultural based futures? No, I have not. Heard that because there's no big hedge funds in the market, it's easier to trade. Interesting. No, I have not traded that. You'd probably be trading against some farmers. Farmer John is buying a bunch of fucking corn futures today, isn't he? I'm just kidding. Small cap listed stocks like on the NASDAQ. Okay. Your battery can die on you, yeah, for sure. By the way, don't hold shit overnight. 2B sell imbalance, 2 billion sell imbalance, predictable dump here. Market closing in the red naturally. So are you trading the open mostly? Yeah, I try to trade within the first 2 hours of the market. I don't trade right off the open. I often don't trade in the first 10-15 minutes either, especially if we're opening in the prior days range. But I've seen traders who do, like that guy Kevin Talk. Bro, this guy is starting to scalp it as soon as the market opens. He's looking at it and he's saying, okay, he's speaking in French. Il y a la volatilité. That's what he says in French. There's a lot of volatility. So he starts buying the NASDAQ. He places a fucking buy order. Then he's shorting the S&Ps to hedge himself if it goes against him. Anyways, he's doing like scalp trading, like right off the open sometimes. No charts either, so that's kind of interesting. 3:30 p.m. was the sell to retail. 5 minutes left in the stream, guys. Let me give a tip. Always have a chart of QQQ up if you're trading real-time hours. Usually there would be a good scalper opportunities when Qs get close to whole numbers, sometimes at the half levels. You know what? It's interesting you say that. I watch the NASDAQ futures and the S&P futures. I think that's enough, to be honest. But honestly, man, watching more stuff is not better for trading. You got to watch less stuff, in my opinion. So apparently the markets are selling off, guys. So guys, don't be starting to gamble and holding trades overnight into the close. I've been that trader before, especially with options. You know, you buy fucking calls and try and hold them over the weekend. Screw that, dude. Don't bother with that. Focus on your education. Focus on your main bread and butter strategies. Okay? Don't listen to what these people on the television are telling you about how the markets are going up or how the markets are going down or whatever. Focus on bread and butter strategies. All right, guys, I'm going to catch you later because we're now actually using our own data here. So if you enjoyed the stream, smash the like button because it helps with the YouTube channel. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, you guys.